Detox Trip 12 of 14. We have breakfast at the hotel early in the morning and get on the bus. The guide takes out the microphone and speaks. Good morning, everyone. Did you enjoy the tour yesterday? Mr. Na suffered an injury on his head. He had 5 stitches and came back safely. Following the guide's words, Asutria says, "Everybody, Nadalius has finally been revived. Let's give him a round of applause." They all clap for me, and I am encouraged by this. According to psychologist Adler, we'd better shine the bright spotlight here and now. Here I am in Turkey. I'm going to do what I can here, right now. That's how I feel. The guide hands the microphone over to Matthew, who begins to explain the history sincerely. I immerse myself in this world he recreates. Are you familiar with the Trojan horse? Alexander the Great read Iliad and was impressed by Achilles' bravery, so he decided to fight for the conquest of the East. He came to Troy, paid tribute to the tomb, and traded Achilles' shield at Athena's temple in Troy for his own and conquered India. To Europeans, Troy is a sacred place with the blood and soul of heroes. The goddess Aphrodite helps the shepherd Paris win the love of the most beautiful woman, Helene. I knew that this would lead to a war and burn Paris's homeland, Troy, but I had never heard of Alexander the Great before. Women shouldn't be too pretty before or now. I think it's much better to be normal like you are. Women in the bus are booing. Matthew is at a loss, trying to patch up for his slip of the tongue. The Trojan Wall began with Queen Helene. When Paris took her, the Greeks gathered the allies and 1,000 ships assembled. Queen Helene informed Paris of Achilles' weakness, and Paris killed him. Then all the Greeks retreated, and only the wooden horse lay by the sea. The Trojans, who thought their enemies had left their horse behind, carried it inside the castle. When everyone fell asleep, a door on the horse's belly opened, and elite Greek troops climbed down the rope and opened the gate of the castle. According to the atmosphere of victory, the Trojans were defeated by this wooden horse being put into their castle without knowing that it was Odysseus' strategy. As such, the impregnable Trojan castle was captured. I take a picture on the Trojan horse. It is meaningful for me to experience myths myself. I turn my head back and look behind the ankle bone in my foot. I gently touch the Achilles tendon, which was Achilles' weakness. Now we're going to cross the sea from the port of Asia to the continent of Europe. It's a bitter sea where 700,000 soldiers died during the war President Ataturk defended. But it's too calm now. The Sea of Marmara here means a sea of marble. So far, we're arriving in Istanbul after a 3,000-kilometer journey. It's been a long journey. The sea, where 700,000 souls fell, is completely silent. I'm crossing the sea because I'm not dead yet. It's worth just being here. Good night, and the faces of the group, as they are greeting in the morning, glow like the sun again. I feel sorry that I have only 1 day left on my trip, but on the other hand, I can't wait to get home. We stop at the Blue Mosque across from Hagia Sophia Cathedral. The mosque was built in 1616 by Sultan Ahmed I. There are blue tiles on the wall, so it's named the Blue Mosque. People have ripped the blue tiles from here to there, so it looks ugly like a poor dog. It is said that the arabesque pattern, a Quran-style magic, developed in Islam because of the prohibition of human and animal figures. In Istanbul, there are not only women in shador, but also a new generation of women in shorts. There are so many different people together. The next stop we visit is Yarapatan Sarai. It is an underground reservoir palace that was completed around the same time as the 6th century Hagia Sophia Cathedral was built. From the moment I entered, I got a creepy feeling, as the dark and damp energy permeates my limbs. The underground palace is supported by 336 pillars, and none of them are the same shape. I remember hearing the explanation that 104 pillars were moved from Kalimarmaro, Athens, to Istanbul's reservoir during Roman rule. That's where the pillars were moved. The pillars in the corner of the reservoir stand with the faces of Medusa lying sideways and upside down on its head. Medusa was a beautiful girl, but she was cursed to turn into a monster because she had an affair with Poseidon in the temple of Athena. The scary monster, whose hair turned into snakes, was originally a girl. Coming out where the sunlight shines, I see the old man's face. Originally, he would have been a beautiful boy too. Maybe the curse of time has created an ugly old man. Still, I want to be an old man. I want to live a life full of old age.